Hey guys, what's up? It's Coop Dizzle here, and welcome back to another episode on the StreamCraft server. Holy cow, did you see that chunk error? By the way, let's see if I can catch it. Alright, you see how there's okay, look through my back window. See how there's nothing there? Right? There's the terrain, see how it's cutting out? That's not my render distance. Holy cow, that's the snapshot. Whatever we're not looking at, it instantly deloads. Now did you see that? I turned around, it loaded instantly. Turn around, that loads instantly, but we can catch it off guard. See that? So that is pretty strange, but I have to say overall I am really enjoying the new snapshot. It has definitely boosted the performance of the game, and that is always a good thing. So anyway, welcome back to another episode, guys. I am really excited for this episode. We are going to be building our very first shop today, and in fact I think we're going to be building that right around here, and in fact I think the corner is going to be where I just put that crafting table. So actually no, let me think some more about that. Maybe, yeah, let's put it over here. So anyway, as you saw at the end of the last episode, hopefully you caught the last episode. By the way, I got a few comments from the StreamCraft guys on that one. Thank you all so much for hanging out in the comments with me and giving me some feedback and stuff like that. I really did appreciate that. And to anyone watching this video, definitely feel free to do that as well. Now what was I about to do here? Sticks? Yes. Fences. I'm going to need a ton of them. Let's go. Make all the fences. But yeah, guys, always feel free to hang out in the comments. Let me know what you think about the builds and stuff like that. The more feedback the better, basically. But anyway, with this video, what I had hoped to do originally was I wanted to start the first really epic build. I think these trees are going to possibly get in our way. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't know whose these are, but we're gonna have to cut these down. They've been here for ages. I think they were for decoration, but anyway, yeah, so I wanted to start the first really big build out in the jungle. And the truth is, guys, a couple of things. I'm still working on it. I've got a lot more done since the last episode, and you'll get to see that here in just a few minutes. And it's almost done. We've almost got the whole thing cut down. But I tell you what, I haven't been keeping track of how long it's taken me to work on that, and I'm actually quite glad for that, because I'm pretty sure that it has been at least 20 hours. No joke. One of the StreamCraft members, I started cutting it down by hand, and I was like, hey, if anyone wants to come over and help out, you're more than welcome to come collect some jungle goodies or whatever. And so one of the server members was like, dude, why don't you just burn it down? And I was like, well, I just had a bad feeling about that, because I saw another YouTuber do that once, because they were making their jungle base. And they wanted to clear out a little bit, not as big of an area as I'm clearing out, but they cleared out a little bit of area. I think actually that's going to suit our needs as far as these trees go. There we go. Anyway, whenever he did that, he was like, okay, he chopped down a little bit, and then he just started burning stuff. And I am starting to lag just a little bit. But he ended up getting all these floating blocks, and so I just thought, I really don't want to have to deal with that. So I decided to just do it by hand, and eventually, of course, I did get tired of doing it by hand, so I did try burning it. Where did my fences go? There they are. Alright, let's do this. Actually, let's put on my helmet too. Gotta stay safe. Okay, that's all looking good. So, let me see. Actually, now I'm thinking this needs to go in. I mean, we want to have a little room. Let's call it... Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good right there. So we will do one here like that, break here, skip here, skip one here, skip another one, and here, skip, and here. But anyway, so yeah, of course I did eventually get tired of doing it all by hand, but I don't know. I mean, I tried burning it anyway, and it just didn't work out too well. You know, it's just like when that other YouTuber did it. They had all kinds of floating blocks, and I had to pillar up and get all of those, and turns out it would have been faster to just do that. The section that I tried burning down, it would have been faster just to do it by hand. So that's what I've had to do, and it's taken, like I said, probably over 20 hours. Is this stuff gonna break? Come on, come on, come on, get out of the way. So yeah, it's almost done, and we're gonna finish that off in this episode. And I'm actually kind of excited about that. One, just to be done with it, but also, let's see, was that 4? Yeah. But also I'm excited because I got a second Minecraft account, basically for the sole purpose of having a camera account. And you know, I'm always trying to find ways, short of buying a really beast computer, I'm always trying to find ways to up the quality of my videos. And I think that doing like some third-person time-lapse work would be really good. I feel like that would be a really good way to up my game, so to speak, without having to spend, you know, a couple $1,000s or something on a new machine. Let me see. We're gonna go up like that. Yeah, I'll do that. 2, 3, and but anyway, so it's gonna be my first time. I'm gonna use that as a camera account. Now that account is in survival mode, just like my first account. So that means I have to position him by using pillars. I have to feed him and stuff like that, which is alright. I mean, I'm willing to go through some of that stuff to get better videos. Let's see, how much room am I going to need on the inside from here? We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 will be the border. So let's clear this out real quick. Did I pick up any dirt? No, my inventory's full. That's alright, that's no big deal. Yeah, we're heading here. Okay, so clear some of this stuff out. And anyway, guys, so I don't want to spend, I mean, this video in general is going to be kind of laid back, and I don't want to spend too much time really talking. I kind of just want to get stuff done, and then I don't want it to be like a slideshow. We're going to do that time lapse, and that'll help with that. Oh, I forgot the jack-o'-lanterns. But I kind of just want to get some stuff done. Like, this shop is not going to be a big deal. Okay, it's just a little shop. I'm going to put it together. So I'm going to get this built and dump some of my jungle goodies in here, put them on sale, and I'll show you the finished product. So this isn't a big deal. The big deal is the jungle, and we're going to get back to that in just a second. So let me finish building this little jungle hut here, and I will be right back. Hey guys, we're back, and it's done. So that's good. We got ourselves a nice little jungle hut here. I tried to do something a little bit interesting with this roof design, but I don't know if I like it, to be honest. I kind of like these corners. I like that little detail. That's good, and I like the gardening, you know, it being overgrown, and you know, a little bit of tall grass here and there. There's a little bit around the side as well. And I tried to hide some lighting around here with the carpet, just like I'm doing over at my jungle area. And yeah, I mean, it's not much actually, but it's just a little shop. Is that glitch happening again? There we go. Just trying to do it again. I don't think it'll let me. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. I like how the inside of this turned out though. It's pretty good. I like the little sunroof. That's something I've used before, but I think it works really well in this kind of build. And we've got a bunch of plants in here, of course, bushes hanging down. I like the what are these called? The cocoa beans. just because it's the jungle and melons are a jungle thing. When you go into a jungle, the whole floor is the oak wood leaves, so I thought that'd be a cool little thing to include. And yeah, I just tried to bring as much jungle into this thing as I could. But anyway, this is real simple, guys. Wood equals 3 stacks per diamond. I think that's a pretty typical exchange rate for blocks, is like 3 stacks of blocks per diamond, unless it's a really valuable block type. And jungle saplings are typically pretty rare. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But jungle saplings are typically pretty rare, so I think 32 per diamond is a steal. And all other items, name your price and deposit payments in just below, which would be down here. Now I did have someone deposit stuff in here. I'm not sure what they took, and they didn't really deposit much. Definitely wasn't any diamonds, but this is basically what we got, guys. This is how much wood I've brought over here so far. And it's not much, but I've got I have like 5 double chests full of jungle wood. So eventually we'll come back, I'll fill that up, and I'll fill up this bad boy and these bad boys over here. And we've also got this going on too. So this is just other random stuff imported from the jungle. We've got loads of jungle saplings, and I still have this one, which I'm not going to put in just because I'm out of room. And I have at least another full stack of jungle saplings back at the jungle, so I got absolutely tons of them. And I've got a ton of jungle leaves and oak leaves. I just brought those in. The cocoa beans, I thought I might as well bring those in. The vines as well are kind of nifty. I probably won't sell too many of these unless they're a hot item, but I need to kind of hang on to vines for myself. And the melons as well. I don't know, as a decorative block, you never really need too many, I don't think. So they're just in half stacks as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So be sure and let me know down in the comment section what you think about the design for the store. You know, shops, I think server shops have to be kind of small. You know, you don't want them to take up a whole bunch of space. And just out of consideration for others. But you still want them to look neat, and so that's what I tried to do here, is just to do something kind of neat. So, oh hey, what's up, John? Hey, John. All right. So anyway, guys, that's about it. And for this little bit, we need to get back over to the jungle. Man, my frames just tanked for a second. I'm not sure why. Anyway, we need to get back over to the jungle and finish up cutting down that beast over there so that we can start doing some really cool stuff in the next episode. And then please stick around to the end, because I need your opinion on something. I'm actually going to give you a little sneak peek of the observation deck and let you help me decide which kind of design that we go with. So anyway, guys, let's get on it. I'll see you there. Here is how it looks now. Man, I have done a lot, and I mean a lot, of clearing. So I originally wanted to do this. Sorry if you can hear one of my dogs, by the way. But anyway, originally I wanted to do this for as far as the eye could see, or specifically I wanted to do it in every direction for 8 chunks. Let me show you what that looks like, by the way. It's a little more impressive, except for the fog. But we'll take a look at that real quick. Yeah, so you can see with the 8 chunk render distance, it actually, you can hardly see any of the jungle outside of that fog. And so yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. But this took a really long time, guys. I'm pretty sure that I've spent well over 20 hours on this project. Maybe close to 30 hours or something. I mean, I almost don't want to know, to be perfectly honest. But we still have this bit to do right here. I just wanted to show off 1 or 2 things real quick. Number 1, let me go back to the higher render distance so you can see some things that I'm talking about. Is originally I was going to do that 8 chunk render distance, But then I started finding, whoa, I almost fell. I started finding rivers, bodies in just different bodies of water like that. And I thought that made perfect sense for that to be the place where our biome ended. Now, that doesn't go perfectly all the way around, but there are enough of them that we can kind of figure out the borders. Like, there's no border over there, and that's a flower forest, by the way. I haven't chopped all those trees down, but I have been, well, I missed some, but I have been chopping down some of the birch trees. I'm leaving the oak trees in place because oak trees are basically they're kind of like the base for the tree that we're going to have. So that's why there are some trees over there, for example. By the way, speaking of over there, let me see if I can get a better view of this real quick. This is real cool. But while I was clearing out jungle, I found a floating island. And that is really cool because I actually thought that one way we could disguise like our iron farm, future iron farm, and disguise some other stuff is by putting like giant floating islands kind of off in the distance. Like the gold farm would be one, a mob trap would be one. And there's a floating island right there. You see that? It's kind of hard to see from here. But yeah, I think that hill that goes up, I think I'm going to clear that out at some point so you can see more distance between the island and the ground. But anyway, guys, we have got to get the rest of this cleared. Like, we have to get the rest of our area cleared before we can start doing any really massive builds. It's just, you know, if we want to, we can come back later and like take out the other jungle, like off beyond the water, bodies of water. But we can't start any of our major projects, including the observation tower, which is what I want to do next episode. We can't start any of the massive builds until we clear out our canvas, so to speak. So I'm going to get on that, guys. You can see I've got a haste 2 beacon going, and I probably could have set it deeper in the jungle, it looks like. But anyway, enough talking. It's time to finish this. See you in a minute. Well guys, it's finally done. Check it out. When I first came through this portal over here, this was jungle for as far as I could see. And now just take a look at this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Right now I have my render distance set to 10 chunks instead of 8 chunks. So yeah, but check it out. These are kind of the borders, the natural borders I was talking about. This is a dried up riverbed. At some point I'll probably fill that in with water. And instead of just doing it for as far as I could see, I decided to just do that river. Basically use that river and some other things as sort of natural landmarks. But guys, all of this, all of it was jungle. Jungle, jungle, jungle. And now, except for that, I didn't do a whole lot over there other than cutting down birch trees. But all of those are, most of them anyway, are really small oak trees. I might try replanting some of them, I don't know, but that's a flower forest over there. I decided to leave that intact because it has oak trees. Same thing over here. And actually I noticed something interesting when I was doing this, is that right over in this little corner, it changed from being a jungle biome to a jungle hills biome. And apparently in jungle hills, you get a bunch of those really massive oak trees, which I really love. So I just went ahead and left those in place. And that's actually the quadrant that we just took down in that time lapse. By the way, let me know in the comments if you liked that time lapse. That was probably about 4 hours of game footage that I condensed down to about 4 minutes. So it was kind of fun to do. I enjoyed it actually. It was kind of neat. But anyway, that whole quadrant right there. Oh, I missed it. I was trying to catch that ladder. But yeah, let's go look. Let's go have a look at this work that we just did over here. And then I have one other thing to show you guys, and we will wrap this episode up. Yeah, I have to take down, I don't want vines hanging down from the leaves. That's not part of the new biome, but anyway, yeah. So this goes all the way back. Okay, there's the little ladder we fell from over there. This goes all the way back to this lake right over here. And then it goes straight back off that way. And if we hop down here, all of this was covered with jungle trees and jungle giants and bushes on the ground, and we had to clear all of it. See, there's the border where we started clearing right there. Yeah, it's pretty crazy actually. Oh, looks like I missed a spot. I'll come get that later. Oh, that little pillar is the last pillar that my cameraman was standing on. I'll have to take care of that later as well. But anyway, it was an awfully big space. And yeah, but I'm glad that we got it done. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing this again anytime soon, guys, if ever. I think now we can still see a little bit of jungle in the background behind those little borders that I talked about. And if it really is something that is bothersome, then we can go through and gradually take out the jungle in those areas at a later time. But next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting on the actual base here. And we're going to start by making an observation tower. So I need your opinion. Before we do that, I'd like to get your opinion on the design of the tower. I pretty much have it figured out, but there's a couple of little detail things about it that I want to show you and get your opinion on. That way, I don't know, I'm just not sure what to do and I need your help. So let me hop into my creative world and I will be right back. Hey guys, well, does this look familiar? But we are not in StreamCraft. We are actually in my test world. And here's where I was testing out what to do on dragon bucks. You can see all these bats are flying around. They've actually been spawning inside of the hacienda over there. That's kind of irritating, but well, nothing you can do about it. And this bad boy over here is the prototype for the observation tower. So the tower is based off of, well, I should say it's inspired by the Tower of the Americas in San Antonio, Texas. And I'll try to put a picture on the screen right now. In fact, if I just kind of get a little look like this, maybe I can put it on the right side of the screen. Perfect. So you can see how they you know, I don't know, you can see how it's influenced by it anyway. We're gonna put sort of like a visitor center at the bottom here, so we'll actually have a structure that extends out from the bottom. But yeah, so this is what I'm looking at, and this is the basic design. And I'd like to do a piston-based elevator, so it just shoots you up like so, and pushes you out here. And then this would be the main floor. Now I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, and I don't even have a design for it yet. You can see I just started trying to work something out for that. And then down here, you'll go down here to a little walkway. This will be walled off over here, and it'll just be a way to kind of look out over the city that we're going to build. And so that'll be cool. And I don't even know if I'm going to let you have access all the way around or just this front bit. I don't know. We'll see. But this main area, actually, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Maybe nothing. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And then I think other than this main area, there's going to have to be another floor on top that kind of goes back in a little bit. And I don't know. Like, I want to make it look proportional, so I don't know if I need just one more floor or if I'm going to need 2 more floors or what. But anyway, we'll figure that out later. The main thing I wanted your opinion on right now... Oh, actually, hang on. Check this out. At nighttime, whoops, wrong command. Time set night. At nighttime, this thing looks really, really cool. Yeah, check that out. That is so awesome. Now I'm going to need to get a lot of resources together for this. I actually have the redstone and the stone brick, and I think the andesite. I need the clay. I need a lot of stacks of that, and also I'm going to need a bunch of glowstone to do this kind of lighting here, but I think it'll be well worth it. So the question is, I was looking at doing some more design. There's a building style I've been looking at a lot that guys like BOO use and a couple of members on the server use, where they build a thing and then they kind of build on top of that thing to give it more detail. And so that's what I was trying to do with these cobblestone fences and the added redstone blocks. Now if I do a design like this, I don't think I'm going to have enough redstone blocks to cover it. So that is a problem, especially because it's going to take a lot of redstone just to do this elevator. But let's call this over here, this is the clean version. Personally, this is my favorite. This is the one that looks most like the tower. It's simple, but it looks good, I think. But this is option 1, okay? So keep this in mind. Here's option 2 over here. And let's get back to day here. Time set date. Good. So this is option 2 with cobblestone fence, and then this is option 3 over here, and it still uses fence, just slightly less. Okay, like before, there was a cobblestone fence connecting this to this and connecting this to this. So this is option 3, and I think this looks better than option 2. Personally, but yeah, just so you can kind of compare the difference. Here's the corner. I mostly did that for the corners, right? But then if you look at it straight on, I think this doesn't look as good. So anyway, guys, please let me know in the comments. I know there are those of you out there who regularly check out my videos or who regularly comment. Please let me know what you think. And this is option 1, and then over here I think is option 2, over here is option 3. Option 2 has more cobblestone, that's probably option 2. So option 2, more cobblestone walls, option 3, less cobblestone walls, option 1 is clean. So let me know what you think, as I'll do whatever you guys want, or if you have any other ideas that you could suggest for the observation tower. And we're going to get a start on this thing in the next episode. I don't know if we'll get the whole thing built, because that's a huge build for one episode, but we'll definitely get the base and the elevator done, and then I might have to come back and do some of this stuff either off camera or do it in the next episode. But then we will have a start to our base. So anyway, guys, let me pop into F5. There we go. that's going to do it for this episode. It was actually, we kind of got a lot done. We got our first shop done. We got our jungle tore down and ready to start building in. And yeah, it was good. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to like the video. That'll definitely help me out. And also spread the word about my series, guys. Help me get some more viewers to come along in this awesome quest or this awesome journey with us. That would be really neat. And yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you had fun. Until next time, may you be happy, may you be well, and take care. I'll see you later.